Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Ms. Williams.
Mr. Lyons?
Here.
Ms. Misbach? Here. Mr. Kashani?
Here.
Dr. Campbell?
Here.
Mr. DiTullio? Ms. Goebel?
Here.
Dr. Meyer?
Here.
Dr. Mihalik?
Here.
Mr. Moy?
Here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Barb. Before we begin tonight, I would like to remember Nancy Strauss, a retired Pine-Richland School District teacher who passed away on March 3rd. Her career spanned 20 years in the Pine-Richland School District, starting in 1974 through 1994. She taught at Hance Elementary, at Pine Elementary, and at Wexford Elementary School. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family and friends tonight. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Item 1.02 is recognition of visitors. If anyone would like to address the board, please approach the mic, tell us who you are. See how there's none. 1.03 correspondence, Ms. Williams.
No correspondence has been received.
Thank you. And Ms. Hathorn, tell us what our students have been up to this month.
They've been busy. Several Pine-Richland High School students participated in the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association District Chorus Program at East Allegheny High School, and they included seniors Morgan Engel, Sophia Hudock, and Gabriel Schoen, and juniors Brian Bales, Seamus Daniello, and sophomore Olivia McGeary. Seamus and Olivia also participated in the PMA Regional Choir Concert, and Olivia will go on to participate in the PMAA All-State Choir, so congratulations. 7th grader Ryan Daniels, and 8th graders Katie Park, Nora Russell, and Nate Skripak, and the 9th graders Carla Ziznek and Kevin Lee were selected to participate in the PMEA District 1 Junior High Orchestra Festival at Mount Lebanon High School this past weekend. 8th grader Erin of Fortune earned the 2018 Duquesne University Young Artist National Solo Award. As a result, she performed in the winner's recital on March 2nd at Duquesne, so congratulations. Also, don't forget this weekend on Sunday, the Pittsburgh Youth Philharmonica Orchestra will be stopping off at Pine-Richland High School from 4 to 6. Senior drum major Jack Shannon earned a spot to perform, so we'll look forward to that. Also, it was a wrap for hundreds of high school students who performed in the final weekend of the production of Oklahoma performances, and I know you had a few of you had a chance to see the crew and performers and orchestra in action. Such an outstanding job. Also, senior Isabella Seco earned a spot in the student ceramic exhibit at the Conference of the National Council on Education for Ceramic Arts, and that wrapped up this weekend. Our own Pine-Richland High School teacher Marianne Andressi participated. Also, seniors Ryan Cole, Kelsey Gruber, Jack Martin, and juniors Thomas Stewart, Kate Larimer, and Kenzie Wolf had their work on display at the world-famous Andy Warhol Museum during the Youth Invasion 2018 art exhibit, and that does continue through March 23rd if you want to catch it. Also, a number of high school forensic members placed in the top 10 in the state tournament at Bloomsburg this weekend. Seniors Molly McCarthy, Ashlyn Tobin, they took second in news broadcasting. Seniors Tyler Viljasti and Mehet Sethi tied for third place in public forum debate, and placing in the top 10 in their events were Ben Martin in impromptu speaking, and junior Nathan Wen and senior Chelsea Carver in informative speaking. Also, Pine-Richland Middle School 8th graders Tricia Holmes, Maggie Owen earned third place for their group performance in the National History Day regional competitions. Also, Nicholas Labuda and Justin Puthenpearl earned a second place for their group website, and 8th graders Olivia Campbell, Caitlin McCracken, and Elena Carson tied for third in their group website. 8th graders Geneva Doty and Aaron of Fortune earned third place for group documentary, and also ninth graders Michael Alessi, Victor Williams, and Joshua Remby earned third place for their group performance, and junior Anya Chopra earned third for her documentary. So a lot of awards this year in the National History Day competition. Also, sixth grader Ella Guo and Jenna Shingledecker earned first place in their animated short film for the Pennsylvania Middle School Computer Fair. So they'll move on to the state competition May 23rd. Also, juniors Deborah Golan, Martha Lasek were named winners in the 2018 Central and Western PA and West Virginia affiliate, winner of the National Center for Women in Technology Award for aspirations in computing, and they were selected because of their computer-related aspirations and achievements, and also leadership ability. Also, teacher Brittany Adams was awarded the PA Student Council Advisor of the Year Award. She'll now move on to the state competition. Also, the high school boys basketball team played in the quarterfinals, PIA 6A playoff Saturday, and junior Greg Sholkowski scored the winning shot with only seconds left, if you saw that game, as the Rams beat Aliquippa 52-50. The Rams will play Roman Catholic at Chambersburg at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, and the high school hockey team played in the PIHL playoffs, making it the second round, except they were stopped by Quaker Valley. But this is the first time they've made the playoffs since 2014. And also, ninth grader Cole Spencer placed 8th in the PIAA AAA Individual Wrestling Championships. And finally, the New York Yankees signed high school graduate Neil Walker to a one-year agreement. So that's it.
It is the Yankees, but it's such a great span of athletics, academics, arts and sciences, so just tremendous to hear that litany. Game's on at 6 tomorrow. I know we'll be in the back there, but I'm going to try to get Mr. Strohbrenner to hook us up to the big TV, maybe, see what we can do.
Yeah, hopefully it will, either wired or wireless, one or the other.
Thank you, Ms. Hathaway. Item 1.05 is a voting item, minutes for approval. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 2.01, strategic plan update. Dr. Miller?
Yeah, we have this, this topic was covered from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock this evening. It is reattached for our community. Mr. Owen Kenny, our Director of Human Resources and Legal Affairs, overviewed the entire process from course requests and enrollment and program and studies all the way through hiring and onboarding new staff. So I would encourage anyone who did not attend to take a few minutes to check out that presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Kashani, Finance.
3.01 is a motion to approve the financial reports dated March 19th, 2018, and accounts payable dated March 19th, 2018, in the amount of $458,870.56, and paid accounts for February, March in the amount of $5,020,972.66 as listed.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
3.02, motion to approve the budget transfers in the amount of $32,503.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 3.03 is a motion to authorize the solicitor to initiate real estate assessment appeals of all non-newly constructed properties within the Township of Pine and Richland Township transferred in 2017, where the taxes generated on the difference between the selling price and the assessed value would exceed $1,000.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 3.04, motion to approve the engagement letter from Echo Financial Products, LLC, in the amount of $7,500 to prepare derivative valuations and fair value services required by the Governmental Accounting Standards Board.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 3.05 is a reminder that we have some Finance Committee meetings coming up, April 16th, potentially one in May, and this schedule will allow us to put a vote to the final proposed budget, and then a final budget vote on the 4th of June.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Dr. Meyer, academic achievement, and stay with me in Director DiTullio's absence, if you could take us right into buildings and grounds after that.
For academic achievement, just a reminder of meetings coming up. April 30th is our in-depth program review. Please note there's no scheduled end time, and it's an off-board meeting night. And then on May 7th, we will have a gifted education meeting.
That no scheduled end time is a bonus. That's a feature, not a bonus. There's not a scheduled end time. Thank you. You just go right into buildings and grounds,
Okay.
Dr. Meyer.
Sure. This is a motion to approve a proposal from Geibel Laboratories Incorporated to replace the clock system at Hance Elementary as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, item number 5.02. This is a motion to accept in accordance with the board policy number 702, gifts, grants, and donations, and with sincere gratitude, a donation from Caffardi, Ferguson, Warwick, West, and Stotler of 15 folding chairs and storage rack, 2 storage cabinets, and 1 metal coat rack, and 1 filing cabinet, and 2 document shredders.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes. Yes?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries, and with our gratitude. Dr. Campbell, Student Services.
Item 6.01, we have a Student Services Consent Agenda, which lumps together items 6.02 through 6.12 together for one voting motion, which comprises some revisions to previously approved trips, some new trips, some things for the AIU, and a couple of donations. I just want to recognize that we're getting some playground equipment at Hance Elementary, thanks to the Hance PTO. Also, some sound equipment donated to the high school, courtesy of the Pine-Richland musical boosters. So those items are up for vote under the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Thank you, Dr. Campbell, for pointing those two groups out, their generous donations, and pulling those out. Is there any other discussion?
You know, I have one question, and I know this is just a standard approval for the France trip, but it says that there's 0 cost to the district. So who pays for those chaperones? Do they pay their own way?
It's typically through the company that we're working through for the trip, that is the cost for the chaperones are part of that package. So the
Students sort of split the cost.
That's right.
Okay,
Mhm.
so the chaperones don't pay.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
I have a sister who's a foreign language teacher in high school, and it's a nice summer.
Travels the world.
It's a nice summer job. Yeah. Any further discussion? Did we vote? We didn't vote yet, right?
We didn't vote
No,
yet.
we haven't voted yet.
All those in favor of the consent agenda items say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. Right back to you, Ms. Goebel, for staff services, please.
Item 7.01, a motion to approve the personnel items as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Just to make, wow, that's really loud. Excuse me. Just to make note, there was a late add today to the personnel list under the supplementals. There was a baseball coach that we were asking for approval, just so everybody on the board saw that add to the agenda before you vote.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 7.02, motion to approve the staff attendance and application of Jean Whalen, Director of College and Career Counseling, to participate and the counselors' information sessions at Miami University of Ohio and University of Dayton from April 22nd through the 24th, 2018, to learn about their academic programs.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 7.03, motion to approve the attendance and application of Dr. Miller, our superintendent, to participate in the Baldridge Board of Examiners Training in Gaithersburg, Maryland, from April 25th through the 28th of 2018, as described on the attached summary forms.
Second.
Is there any discussion? I'd offer congratulations again. We know we've been talking about it more in our small groups, about its importance to your overall systems view and how you organize us. So good luck again. I know it's hard work.
I appreciate it.
Even if Dogfish is down the street. All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 7.04, motion to approve a second reading of policies 104, 130, and 150 as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion? These will be on our agenda one more time in April. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
7.05, motion to approve a third and final reading of policy 819, suicide awareness, prevention, and response as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 7.06, motion to approve a third and final reading of policy 808, food services as attached.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 7.07, it's an information item. I don't know if someone wants to speak to this or...
I think we addressed that in the strategic update section. I think
So
we're
it's
comfortable.
covered. Okay. And then item 7.01, again, this is an information item. We covered this in our staff service meeting. It's listed again, so I'm not sure
I
we
think
need
we're
to
good.
discuss that anymore. I think we're good? Okay. All right.
Mr. Moy, Operational Services.
Item 8.01, 2018 and 2019 meal prices. Motion to establish the following meal prices for 2018 and 2019 as presented below. Want to defer to Mrs. Kirk if you want to add more context.
Because we had talked last month about how the USDA, they have certain requirements for these prices, and there is a meal price calculator. It is not yet available. However, we did work with representatives from PDE to kind of go through the calculation and make sure that we would be within compliance. We have attached the information regarding a small increase to both the student and adult breakfast prices for next year, as well as a small increase for the student lunch prices for next year. This would only affect the base meal price, and the RAM meal price would remain the same. In addition, we do have one increase for the adult lunch at the elementary level. We had also included some comparative information for other school districts as well.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion?
We need a second.
Second.
Do we? Thank
We
you.
need a second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 8.02, Stepping Stones Agreement. Motion to approve a daycare operating agreement with Stepping Stones Children's Center from the term July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2023 as presented.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 8.03, Auditor General Limited Procedures Engagement Report for 2012 through 2016. Motion to acknowledge receipt of the limited procedures engagement report from the Department of Auditor General for the school years from beginning July 1st, 2012 through June 30th, 2016.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Just want to recognize Mrs. Kirk and a lot of others, but she certainly takes the lead in day-to-day operations. And because the day-to-day operations are accurate, effective, in compliance, it makes this kind of audit, if you will, go smoothly. So thank you to Mrs. Kirk for her work.
Good job. No findings is a good thing. So, any other discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9.01 is a discussion item for the board, and this follows, I think, appropriately on the heels of some of the small group exercises and building we've been doing. Policy 011, Principles for Governance and Leadership, is a PSBA recommended policy that we had in our policy manual for many years. I don't know how long it had been there, but for many years. And in 2016, with our review of the zeros, if you will, it was one policy that was pulled out for further discussion. For a variety of reasons, none of which I could probably put my finger on, it really has not come back up until now. As Ms. Williams reminded me, I had been looking for it. Ms. Williams, you had it already. I was trying to find the number. So we thought it was an opportune time to reintroduce the topic, look at the policy. I would recommend to the board that we do a first reading in April, although we can certainly remand it for more discussion. I think it's better for the whole group, not a committee. So I'd sent that out this weekend as well to make you guys aware. So I don't know if there are any comments or feedback on it. All right, we'll put it on the agenda for April then. Fantastic. Item 10.01, reports. Beatty and a props report. I'm pointing to my right and my left, Ms. Goebel, Ms. Misbach. Do you want to?
Yes, so the Beatty report, so there was a report, let me go to that. So there was an announcement by the Beatty Career Center that that Beatty will be receiving $20,600 in a matching grant money for the purchase of equipment in the culinary pastry arts program, dental, HVAC, sports medicine, and vet tech as part of as a governor's announcement. So there is a press release that was attached to that a little bit more eloquently worded. And then also there was another information that the executive director had shared with Ms. Goebel and myself at a meeting, and not just us, but the whole joint operating committee, that UPMC had approached the Beatty and telling that they really have a need in the future, in the very near future, because they have retiring employees and a large amount. And they didn't really give a number that I remembered hearing, but that they really wanted to partner with Beatty to help to form if you want to call it a pipeline for graduates to enter into their workforce. And Mr. Heasley, the executive director, responded to them at the time. All of our graduates right now that are not going on to higher education they already have jobs at this point. So, but that, they would like to be able to work with them in the future. And so what the following information after that in this report or document is just information about the baby boomer population retiring, the number of jobs that will be available over the next 10 years. And actually the report that was cited was from 2015 to 2025, over a 10-year period. And over that period, they're looking at a full 290,000 jobs, 50,000 more that would be added to the workforce just with job growth. So you're looking at 340,000 new jobs in the Pittsburgh area. And then they're looking at needing that will be coming into the pipeline 260,000, which would leave an 80,000 job shortfall. And so the other information that's provided in here is more just some of the occupations that are either a bachelor's plus or that are like a 2-year to 4-year, or a 2-year program also, or degree, and the various types of jobs that are that there are areas that are needed. Do you have anything to add to that, Ginny, at all? Yeah. So we did, Ginny and Ms. Goebel, Ginny and I met with Dr. Pasquinelli and Jean Whalen, the high school college and career counselor, and Jen Miller, who is a counselor at Eden Hall. And we were just discussing some of the opportunities to make the students here at Pine-Richland more, to increase the awareness of the career and technical education at Beatty, what the programs are, just so that they are educated, making an educated decision, not trying to push it on them, but to try and make them aware as they are choosing their courses that they understand the programs that are available, as well as so we're working together on ways to promote that awareness so that they can make an educated, well-informed decision. And we're brainstorming ideas, and we'll have more information coming up, but still kind of in the planning stages at this point. So we'll have more of a report on that, on those specifics at a later date. And then the last report is a prof report, and that report, there was not a prof meeting last month. All the work was being done in committee. The spring semester grant application window is now closed for new applications coming in. They're being reviewed, and prof will vote at their next board meeting in April on funding, awarding funds for innovative projects that will enrich the educational experiences of our students here at Pine-Richland. And then also, just as a reminder, that the prof scholarship application portal is open and accepting scholarships applications for scholarships until April 9th. And then the last is that prof is seeking trustees for the board, and there's an announcement on that report as far as the areas of interest or of skill that they're looking for, and that anyone who is interested to please go to the, look at this, and there are other announcements out on the community newsletter, and you can go to the prof website, prof@prof-fund.org, and take a look at the information about being a trustee if you're interested in applying. So,
thank you. Reports. Mr. Miller?
If I could, Mr. Lyons, just real quick, just a reminder for our community. This is our week where we have our resources on display, and we're asking for community feedback. So we have put out a couple of reminders to the community. We had, the room was open today from 7:30 to 2:30. We'll be open tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Wednesday evening from 4 to 8 p.m., all day Thursday 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and then Friday 8 to 4. So we invite community to come out, take a look at our resources. We have some feedback forms. We would appreciate feedback from community members. Thank you.
Thank you. I will move to our second and final recognition of visitors. If anyone would like to address the board. Seeing how there is none, we'll declare the meeting adjourned. Have a good evening, everyone.